got all of these lemons. Look how many there are. Here, also here. Maybe also, oh yes, also the back. So many. They're not ready yet. They need probably like, I don't know, I guess other 2 more weeks to be yellow and ready. But they're beautiful and there are so many. So I'm very excited actually because I bought a French hairpin from a brand called Kitsch, Kitsch. And I bought it from Amazon. It was like 10 euros or something like that. And I always wanted to try a French hairpin because I really like the style, but I always thought that having thin hair and also at the moment quite short, it wouldn't work. But I try it out now. I mean, I tried like 3 times to do it because the first 2 times I couldn't manage. But I think it turned out good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good. So look at this. Wait. Can you see? Isn't this nice? I think this is very nice. Quite neat, I would say. So yeah, check it out if you want to buy a French hairpin, I guess. So I actually love this hand soap, and I think it's perfect for the kitchen. Basilicum from Zara. It's basil, eucalyptus, and mint, and it's very fresh, very herby. Is that even a word? I don't know. But yeah, it's of course it's herbs, so it's nice and fresh for the kitchen. But it's so expensive. It's like, oh no, I don't have the price anymore. But I think it was like something like 10 euros for this, which I think it's very expensive. But once in a while, you can do this kind of like crazy purchases, even though I will not be able to do them anymore because when I go to Austria, I want to save. I have to spend as little as possible. Honestly, not even saving, just spending less. Sorry for the lighting because I have a window here and it's coming all of this way. But I just went to my local bookshop, which is quite big actually. There is lots of choice, and I think I spent like 1 hour there just looking at different books. But I chose to buy so this book. That it's the book that I'm actually listening on Audible, and I bought it because I think the story, I'm really enjoying the story, and I think the story, my mom would really like the story, and so I bought her a book because she doesn't listen to Audible, so I bought her the book. Then I also bought another present. This is for one of my nephews, well, for my niece actually, and it's a about the seasons. So it's different stories for every season, which is quite nice. And also the drawings are very nice. Look at these drawings. They're so cute. Yeah, the bear with honey. It's very nice. And then I bought myself this book by David Nicholls, who is the writer of One Day, which is also a very famous film and now even a TV series. And yeah, I got this one because I was reading the story, and it's actually quite nice. It's not too sad. It's not too. I mean, it seems like it. From what I read, it didn't seem too sad or too like romantic or too like cheesy, you know. And I quite like. I'm very like into books. They're not too like, there is nothing tragic happening or there is nothing too like cheesy happening. And I actually realized while I was there in the bookshop and I was reading all of the like stories, how would you say this, what are these called, like synopsis maybe, but while I was reading the book stories, I realized that a lot of books are about death. Like literally, like so many have death in them. Maybe because somebody died and the character is like moving on, or because the character meets the spirit of a dead person, then I don't know, like there is so much death, and I was like, I don't want that. I don't know, like even like not even just thrillers, you know, even other books. And also another thing that I realized, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe this is just my opinion, and what I gather from the stories that I was reading. But first of all, currently there are lots of Japanese authors in Italian bookshops, and secondly, Japanese authors tend to write a lot about death too, and about like dealing with death and moving on from somebody who died, and meeting spirits and meeting ghosts and meeting dead people after they died. There is a lot of that. While in other like Italian writers or other authors and writers from other nationalities write about death, but more in a dramatic way. It seemed to me that in Japanese writers' books, it's more about like it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like more, death is something tragic, yes, but it's also like part of life, and it's also like dead people don't just die, they continue living. I don't know. It was very interesting realization. Maybe it's wrong, to be honest. Maybe it could be wrong. But yeah, in general, I realized that even if the story was about something different, there was a lot of death. So even like very romantic and cheesy books, which in Italian are called pink novels, there were a lot of them started with somebody going back home because I don't know, their dad or the mom died and they wanted to go back home to fix everything up, or a lover who died, or a lover who left them, and they felt like they were dying. You know, like there is a lot of death, and I'm like, why so? Like, why? I don't want to read about death currently, you know. I want a book that is just about living. And about, yeah, living is difficult, life is difficult, but you know, it's not all about death. I don't know, just I realized this, and I realized that I wanted to read something like that, and it seemed like this was it. I might be wrong, there might be death in it, I'm not sure, but from the synopsis, I guess, it didn't seem like it. So we will see. All right, so yesterday my mom brought me shopping, and yes, I'm 28 and my mom brought me shopping. She doesn't do that often, we don't do that often, also because I usually never leave clothes to her. So the fact that I was moving, she wanted to treat me to some new clothes. And also I try not to buy new clothes that often. Like, I want to make sure that the things that I buy are long lasting and that I am gonna enjoy. So yeah, I bought a few things that I'm gonna show you now. Literally like few things, it's not that much. So the first thing that I bought is actually a pair of jeans. I don't wear jeans that often, or trousers that often. I prefer skirts and dresses because I think they're more like suitable for my body shape. But I also do think that sometimes a pair of jeans or trousers is the only thing that you can wear. So yeah, I bought these ones. I'm gonna show you. They're from a brand called Tina's, and they were relatively cheap. They were 55 euros. So this is it. This is the length. They're quite straight-legged. And I like them. I mean, they're not like, I don't look amazing in jeans or trousers, so this will do. All right, and then I also bought 2 pair of shoes. One my mom bought for me and one I bought for myself. So the first one is this one, that it's espadrillas. Look, oh, for next summer. I like the straight toes because I have quite, I don't know, I think like my toes will be more comfortable in this kind of shoes, you know. But I already had a pair that it's red. I still have it actually, but it's a little bit broken at the here, at the toe part. So I bought a new pair of shoes for next summer, and these ones from Bata, which is very famous in Italy. And I bought this pair of boots for, yeah, more like winter weather. Hopefully they will be comfortable. I mean, they are. I tried them a bit and they're comfortable, but I don't know if they're good for walking on icy streets, because they're like flat here. We'll see, but These are nice, and they were just 35 euros, which I think is pretty cheap for a pair of boots. Then I also bought this cardigan from a brand called Molly Bracken. It's a short cardigan. I won't wear this one with trousers, mostly with skirts and dresses, because usually the dresses and skirts that I buy are tighter around like the bust area, and then they go out from the waist. So that means that this is like the right length for dresses and skirts, you know. All right, and finally, as clothing items, I bought this dress, which I think is super, super pretty. It has this velvet detail here, beautiful buttons, very, very nice buttons. And then this like belt with these tassels, and I think it's absolutely lovely. Yeah. And it's from a brand that it's called Wuside. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think Wuside, but this was a little bit expensive. This was 123 euros. So yeah, but it's lovely. And yes, see, you can see here that this cardigan is the perfect length. It's like it stops at the waist and the dress starts floating at the waist, so I think it's perfect. My mom yesterday also went to the Lidl, and she found these amazing cooking and baking things, so she bought them for me, which was extremely kind. Hopefully they will be good because they're from Lidl, but we'll see, I guess. So she bought me this pot, like Kruse. What's the brand name? But you know, kind of like that type. And it's this one. It's so heavy, like I'm telling you, it's so heavy. Then she also bought me this like oven dish, which is in a beautiful kind of like pink and red ombre color. And then she bought me these baking things, which are, I don't know why, but they are a collaboration with Lidl and Emily in Paris. I don't know why. What is the connection? I don't know. I haven't watched the last season, so I'm not sure. But yeah, these are beautiful red. So this plum cake tin, and then plum cake tin, how do you pronounce it? Then this other tin, which for other cakes, and then also this other one for like cheesecakes. And it has like the, wait, where is it? Yeah, here, you see. So the bottom you can take off the bottom. So yeah, I don't know what the connection is between Emily in Paris and the baking tins, but these are beautiful, like beautiful red color. So yeah, these are the things that she bought for me. So nice. Thank you, Mom.